Welcome students, welcome to the science class for class 3. So students, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 7, Housing and Clothing. Yes, the name of the chapter is Housing and Clothing. So let us learn in detail what does the chapter has, or what are the checklist points in the chapter. Everybody open your page number 64 of your textbook. Yes. First the checklist. Let us see what are the checklist. In this we are going to learn the types of houses. Yes. We are going to learn the different types of houses. Types of houses. Second, a good and a clean house. A good and clean house. Next, clothes and fibers. We are going to learn about clothes and fibers. Then we are going to learn, the last topic is clothes that suit the weather. Clothes that suit the weather. Clothes that suit the weather. Yes. So these 4 points we are going to learn in this lesson. So let us start. Let's get started. Look at the picture given below. These are different rooms in your house. Write the name of each room with the help of the words given. See, you can see words are given here about kitchen, bathroom, bedroom and drawing room. We all know what is a bedroom, what is a drawing room, what is a kitchen and what is a bathroom. The first picture, you can see a television, sofa, a table is you can see in this picture. Now what is the picture about? Is it a kitchen or is it a bathroom? Yes, or bedroom or drawing room? Yes, the first picture is of a drawing room. So write it down there, drawing room. Next, the next picture, everybody knows what is the picture about? Yes, it is a bathroom. So write it down here, bathroom. Next, yes, third picture is a bedroom. It is a bedroom. And the last one, it is a kitchen. Yes, so write it down here. We need a house to live in. A house protects us from wind, heat, cold, rain, wild animals and thieves. Yes, we need house. We all are living in a house. What is the use of this house? Why we need a house? Yes, the house protects us from wind. It protects us from wind. Then it protects us from heat, cold, rain, wild animals and thieves. Yes, so house is very necessary. It protects us from these types of, what we can say, that is, these protect us from wind, cold, heat, rain, then wild animals and also thieves. Yes. So we all live in a house which is well protected from many things. Now let us learn about the types of houses. Yes, there are different kinds of houses according to their needs. Yes, according to their needs means what? What is the need in a particular place? Why it is necessary that we need a double story house, or why do we need a permanent house? So there are different needs. If there is less rainfall, if there is even the weather also even the weather also is responsible for having different kinds of houses. So let us learn about the different houses. A house can be big or small. Yes, a house can be big or small. It can be kacha house or a pakka house. It can be temporary or permanent. Yes. So people live in different kinds of houses according to their needs. What is their need? Based on that, they live in different kinds of houses. The house can be big, the house can be small. The house can be kacha or the house can be pakka. Or the house can be temporary or permanent. Now see here, kacha house. What is a kacha house? A picture is given of a kacha house. It is called as a hut. Yes, it is a hut. So it is a kacha house. Why it is a kacha house? Let us see. A kacha house is built with mud, straw and sticks. Yes, a kacha house is built with mud, straw and sticks. It can be easily destroyed by heavy rainfall or strong winds. A hut is an example of kacha house. Kacha houses are mainly seen in villages. Yes, we can see this type of houses in villages. In cities we have pakka houses. But in villages we can see kacha houses which are made up of mud, straw and sticks. Second, they can be easily destroyed by heavy rainfall and strong wind. Yes. So what is the example of kacha house? It is a hut. Yes. Next, pakka house. A pakka house is built with stones, cement, rods and bricks. Yes. A pakka house is built with stones, cement, rod and brick. That's why it is pakka. It is strong house. It is a strong house and can withstand harsh weather. Yes. This type of houses are strong and they can bear or they can stand firmly, strongly in any weather. Whether it is heavy rainfall, whether it is a very strong wind is blowing, still these houses will not be destroyed. Buildings, bungalows, cottages and apartments are example of pakka houses. Yes. So what are the examples of pakka houses? Bungalow, buildings, cottages and apartments. Next, temporary houses. People who keep moving from place to place use temporary houses to live in. Caravan, tent, and yard are some example of temporary houses. Yes, you can see this picture. A caravan is shown. It is a vehicle. In this, a temporary house means what? If the people are moving from one place to another every time, if they keep on moving from place to place, they use temporary house. They cannot stay anywhere, na? So they use these temporary houses. So what are the examples of temporary houses? A caravan, tent and yurt. You can see this. These are the examples of temporary houses. Next, permanent houses. People who live at the same place for a long time live in permanent houses. Apartment, cottage and bungalow are some example of permanent houses. Yes. The people who are living in a same place for a long time. They live in which house? Which type of houses? Permanent houses. And what are the example of permanent houses? The example of permanent houses are buildings, cottages, bungalows and apartments. Now, open page number 66. Yes. Next point. First we have learnt the different types of houses. The second point we are going to learn, that is a good and a clean house. Whether big or small, a house should be clean and airy. Yes. A house should be clean. Can you live in a dirty house where there is very dirt? No, it is very unhealthy. So, the house, whether it is big or small, it should be clean and airy. Airy means what? Means there should be a continuous flow of air. A good house should get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. Yes. What is the quality of good house? That is, it should get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. These two things are very important. Fresh air and sunlight. All the rooms in the house should have doors and windows to let sunlight and fresh air. Yes. So the rooms in the houses should have doors and windows so that fresh air and sunlight comes into the room. Sunlight keeps the room free from germs. Yes. What is the use of sunlight? It keeps the room free from germs. Wire netting should be fixed on the window frames and doors to keep the flies and mosquitoes away. Yes. See here, picture is there. Nowadays we are having a net on the windows so that the mosquitoes and flies don't enter into the room or in the house. They also allow sunlight and air to come in. Not only this, it also helps to help sunlight and air to come inside. There should be an open space such as veranda or courtyard. This provides a place for children to play and for others to enjoy fresh air. Yes. There should be an open space in front of our house. We call it veranda or courtyard. Courtyard means in Hindi we can say angan. Yes. So this is very necessary for a good and clean house. This will help children to play and others to get fresh air. Keeping the house clean. To stay healthy, we should always keep our house and its surroundings clean. The house should always be kept free from dust and germs. Some ways to keep the house clean are given below. Yes, we should keep our house clean so that we stay healthy. Now let us see what are the different ways to keep a house clean. First, all the objects should be kept in their proper places. Yes, the first thing is keep your things in the proper place. The floor should be swept and mopped every day. Yes, your mother is always sweeping the floor and she is mopping it every day so that it is clean and free from dirt and germs. The kitchen should be cleaned regularly and the food should be kept covered. Yes, kitchen should be cleaned regularly and whatever food items that we are making in the kitchen, they should be covered. The doors, windows and furniture should be dusted regularly. There should be curtains for the doors and windows to keep the dust away. Yes. The doors and the furnitures of our house should be dusted so that no dirt is settled down on them. Then there should be curtains to keep the dust away. The wash basins, bathrooms and toilets should be cleaned daily. Yes, the wash basins, the bathrooms and the toilet should be cleaned daily. Household waste should be thrown inside the dustbin. Dustbin should be kept covered to keep away houseflies and mosquitoes. Yes, the dustbin should be covered. It should be covered. Whatever waste or whatever garbage is there, we throw it in the dustbin. So the dustbin should be covered and so that it keeps the mosquitoes and home flies away. If there are pets at home, their living place should be cleaned regularly. Yes, in many houses there are dogs or cats. So the place where they are living, they should be cleaned and kept clean regularly. So these are the some points which we should keep in mind for a good and clean house. Okay students? So today's PH will be go through the lesson, read the lesson. We have seen 2 points. Which are the 2 points? that is type of houses and a clean and good house. The next 2 points will be covered in the next video. So till then, stay safe and stay healthy.